Hello, Jake Paul here. If you've been a Jake Pauler for a while, you might remember a video I posted in August about the potential that Rex and Pyra had for Super Smash Bros. Now I can hear you saying, but Jake, you just remade one of your old videos. Why are you remaking another one? Could it be because they're bad? Yes and no. I did remake that other video because it was pretty bad in my opinion, but I don't plan on remaking this video. I'm just re-uploading it because my friend at Croissant on Instagram made a new thumbnail for it. But Jake, I can hear you saying, you can just change the thumbnail from the YouTube studio. You did it for another video. Why are you doing this? Well, you see, that art is really, really good. And I would have felt bad if I didn't shout it out in the video. So if you haven't, go follow at Croissant on Instagram. Go show some love. This art, it's so much better than I could have ever expected. And I'm genuinely amazed. And I need you guys to go show support. She's a great friend. She's a great person. Go follow her. Go like her stuff. Go make her feel loved. That's all. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. I'm sure I don't need to say this, but in case you didn't know, the recent inclusion of Min Min in Smash Bros. Has made Rex and Pyra seem way more likely as a possibility for a new character in the new DLC. To start, it's now an undeniable fact that spirits from the base game are eligible to be on the roster. In addition, we already knew that Sakurai really enjoyed Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and that Mii Fighter costumes didn't matter to begin with. So really, there's nothing stopping Rex and Pyra from being in Smash. But Jake, how could Rex and Pyra possibly play in a Smash Bros. Game? None of you ask because you either don't care or have already watched the videos that are already on YouTube on the subject. However, one of those really good videos posted by a YouTuber named Delzethin is the inspiration for this video, because while he brought up some really good points, there was some stuff that I disagreed with. So I figured I'd talk about it. I should clarify though, this video is not really a response to Delzethin. That video just happened to be the catalyst for this video getting made. So let's talk about it. But before we begin, I want to talk about a character that most people have featured in their concept for this moveset, Mythra. Honestly, I don't really want her in. And that's not because I don't like Mythra. I mean, I don't. But that's not why I don't want her in Smash. You see, Rex and Pyra's whole concept is already kinda complex, and I don't want to further that by giving Rex access to multiple modes. In addition, if Rex and Pyra take the slot in this game, that leaves the door open for Adam and Mythra to join as an Echo Fighter in the next game. So with that out of the way, let's start talking about the special moves. First off, the neutral special, Double Spinning Edge. For anyone unfamiliar, it would be fairly comparable to Link's Hero Spin attack, except for a couple key differences. It would be way slower, deal way more damage, deal fire damage, and lack any aerial mobility. This would be a purely ground-based move. I wouldn't be hurt if it carried Rex across the screen if you started moving sideways after it had been input, but that's not really necessary. This would be one of the most important tools in Rex and Pyra's kit, because of how ideal it would be for getting kills. Next up is the side special, Rolling Smash. There's not really a move in Smash Bros. I can compare this to, but it would have a massive hitbox and deal pretty solid damage, although it would be very slow. Next up is the down special, Sword Bash. It would be kinda like a fusion of Warlock Punch and Force Palm, with Warlock Punch's wind-up mechanic and Force Palm's hitbox, although it would still deal fire damage. Lastly is the up special, Anchor Shot. And while I'm not exactly pumped about having yet another grappling hook up special, I think this would make the fourth in DLC so far, it's kind of a necessary evil. I really don't think it fits well in any of the other special categories. To make it more diverse than Joker, Byleth, or Min Min's grappling hooks, you could make it so that it can't grab enemies, but it deals much more damage upon hitting an enemy, because it's not hitting with the force of a throw or a sword swing or a punch, it's hitting with the force of a piston. Now, for the final smash, there's a lot of options. If you want to stick to Pyra, it could be Burning Sword, her level 4 attack. If you're willing to go with Mithra, it could be Sacred Arrow, her level 4 attack. But I honestly prefer the chain attack. You see, Sakurai tends to give certain franchises some staples in all of their characters' movesets. For instance, most of the Fire Emblem cast counters and most of the Donkey Kong cast sprints on all fours. And I think it would be neat if the Xenoblade character's gimmick was having chain attacks as their final smashes. However, unlike Shulk's, I would actually throw in a bit of Joker's final smash, in that in his final smash, the Phantom Thieves appear randomly. For Rex and Pyra's final smash, I would make it so that Nia, Tora, Morag, and Zeke appear randomly, though the damage isn't affected, of course. So that's what I'd do with their moves. In general, I'd make them a pretty slow character so that planning is of the essence, like it is in Xenoblade. When Rex prepares for a fight in Xenoblade Chronicles 2's cutscenes, he raises his fists instead of his sword, so you could give him some melee attacks using his fists if you wanted to, but I don't really think that's necessary. Now on to the other content in the Fighter's Pass. For Xenoblade Chronicles 2's stage, I would opt for the Elethro Ruins. They're a beautiful location in-game, as well as being story relevant and already designed for combat. In addition, the outside of Elethro Ruins is a beautiful view of the Cloud Sea, so if you wanted to get some more Xenoblade representation in, you could have the Titans floating past in the background. As for music, pretty much all of Xenoblade's songs are really good, but I would focus on Xenoblade 2 and Xenoblade X, because neither of them have very many songs in Smash, and they both absolutely deserve to. Specifically the Morardain Day theme, the Torna battle theme, and the final boss theme from Xenoblade Chronicles X. They're perfect for fighting. As for spirits, I really wasn't a fan of how ARMS handled their fighter spirits in their pass. Personally, I just didn't enjoy paying for spirits that are already in-game. So instead of doing that for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 characters, I would make all of the spirits duo spirits. So instead of having a Rex spirit and a Pyra spirit, you'd have a Rex and Pyra spirit. Instead of a Nia spirit and a Dromark spirit, you'd have Nia and Dromark, so on and so forth. In addition, I'd also include some Torna characters like Jin and Laura and Adam and Mithra, just to spice it up a bit. For the Legend spirit, I would make it Artifice Ophion. I feel like that would be a really fun spirit fight. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I'm sorry the video's a little shorter than usual. I didn't want to just drag it out to the point of being annoying, and I kinda should have expected the video to be shorter considering how long the Dante video was, and I had to talk about 4 times as many moves in that one. As I'm sure you've noticed, the audio quality is a significant improvement in this video. I invested in a microphone. I'm really enjoying it so far, and it's kind of improved my drive to create content, because now my stuff's not going to be as dated as fast. In addition, I got a capture card, so I no longer have to worry about stealing other people's footage. However, as I'm sure you know, school is starting up and it is my senior year, so I wouldn't expect content as frequently, but this video only took like a day to make, so I'm not intending to stop. I've got a couple of big projects on my mind, and with my new resources, content creation is going to get a little bit easier, so I'm really excited for the future. Not like I have much else to do. Oh, and I'll leave a link to Del Zethin's Rex and Pyra video. That was the main inspiration for this one, and he goes way more in depth than I do, so I consider giving it a watch. It's really good. If you want to stay up to date on updates and stuff about the channel, consider following me on Twitter at Dante4Smash. Gonna have to change that ad if Dante gets into Smash, but that's another point. I want to thank everybody who watched this video. I really appreciate you guys giving me the time to listen to my voice ramble on for 7 minutes. I genuinely appreciate it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.